Hello and welcome everyone back to Lion's Lane. My name is Leo and today I'm bringing you another art challenge video. The prompt for July 9th is fruity. So I tried to think of all the different ways that I could take this and I had a few ideas. At first I wanted to do, you know, that classic pinup where there's like the glass of wine or Chardonnay or champagne or whatever, and there's like a girl in the glass, kind of sexy but still kind of covered up and depending. You know, classic pinup style stuff. So I wanted to do that but with a male character, and I started with the martini glass, but I could not figure out the pose to save my life. Like, I kind of had the idea down, but I realized it was going to take way too long for me to get it where I wanted it accurately in the amount of time allotted, because I'm going to be out and about doing some things today, so I wanted to go ahead and get this video out there before I have to do those things. So I stopped thinking about a person and started thinking about a swan in the glass instead, which was another idea, but I wasn't really feeling that one either. So I ended up scrapping both of those completely. I had one more idea where a magician turned a bunch of fruit to where they had wings, but that seemed way too detailed. So I defaulted to my cute character moment here. So I decided to make a character and base her off of, well, at first I wanted to do maybe like an angel that like works at a diner and is serving fruit or something. But then I quickly changed my mind to make a flying fox or fruit bat character. Now, if you guys have no idea what a flying fox or a fruit bat is, let me put a picture right here. They are very, very big. I think they get up to like 5 feet tall with really huge wingspans, like 6 foot wingspans or something. They're very big, but they're completely harmless. They have a completely vegetarian diet. They love fruit. Well, vegetarian minus they also eat bugs, I think, but they're no harm to humans. And then here's a picture of them when they're a baby. Look how freaking stinking cute they are. So I just had to let everybody see that. I hope it brightened your day. Sure brightened mine. Anyway, so this idea for this flying fox character came together pretty quickly. I wanted to do a different body type. I wanted to do a different skin tone. And I just really love how she turned out, because she's so different from the other characters I've drawn so far, and so freaking cute. I love her ears. I especially am really fond of her hair in this image and her little neck fluff. As you guys will see, I think I'm getting a little ahead of myself. But I really love the neck fluff. It just looks so soft. And she's ready. She's got the conviction to eat this stinking apple. So I did use a reference for the flying fox wings, which I'm glad I did, because they're a little bit different than your typical bat. Oh gosh, my words. They're a little bit different than your typical bat wing. They're a bit softer, it looks like. I didn't make them nearly as big as they would be, because that would just be ridiculous, but I like how they turned out. And yet again, I have another character with pointy ears. I know these are bat ears, but still. So doing this hand took me forever. It's very clear to me that after I do this challenge, or even in between some of these challenges, I need to be practicing drawing hands, because I've gotten by with kind of making them look okay. Like, that's what I did here. Nope, not yet. That was me trying to use a reference and it didn't work. I had an easier time not using a reference somehow. I think I'm just so used to making things up as I go. But I tried like a million different poses, as you can see, and then I settled on this one which was much simpler and probably isn't even correct, but I think it'll be fine. It turned out good in the end. So here I was just pausing, had a few things going on, so don't mind that. I come back to the drawing board here, literally. Finish out that other hand. See, that other hand was easy. But this hand up here holding the apple took a bit of practice to make perfect, if you will. Just warping that arm so it's not super long. And I just love how her body came out, which probably sounds a little weird, but I really, really do. It just helps add, because she's very soft, it adds to the theme. Very like soft and sweet looking. And I just really love how it turned out. And honestly, she kind of reminds me of like a Pokemorph or something. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Or like a Gijinka. So basically where, if you guys don't know what that is, Pokemorph or Gijinka is a like a Pokemon turned into a human with Pokemon characteristics still, pretty much. So that's what she kind of reminds me of. I was just so happy with how she turned out. I love her little hair loops. And her braids. I didn't go super detailed on the braids because I knew I was kind of in a time crunch. Plus, braids are another thing that's a huge pain in the butt, so it's another thing we're gonna have to practice. As you guys are probably starting to tell, when I don't have as much time, I tend to make things cuter because they're a little easier to draw. So, but you know, they're kind of self-indulgent in a way too, because I love drawing cute things. So yeah, see, I just did a very simple hatching for that braid. And we are pretty much finished with the line art, and we are going to jump right into the colors here. So even though the theme for this, or the prompt for this day was fruity, I kept thinking about honey when I was designing her, so her color scheme is very much honey themed. But if you look back at the reference picture of the flying fox, which I'll put up here once more, they are sort of honey colored in some spots, so not too weird, but it just was funny to me because I'm like, I'm giving her this color palette like she's a bee and not a bat, but it just worked so well. Here I'm just doing like some soft airbrush and blending it to give the insinuation that there's like wing bones there, but without actually drawing them out. And at first I made her eyes yellow. Like I said, I had honey on the brain, but I ended up changing those to, I believe, blue here soon. Okay, so I color in some things before I change the eyes, but yeah, there we go. Change the eyes to like a really light blue, which I thought looked cool. I love the contrast of the blue eyes, the really light blue eyes with the darker skin. Plus, it made more sense with her hair ornaments, which I intended to be blue anyway, so it matched better. Then just putting in some background elements here. I have a background brush pack that has all these different shapes and stuff. That's what I use for really simple backgrounds these days. Adding some eye shine. And then I do a different style of highlighting here, which is kind of similar to the primary thing that comes up in my mind right now is the Monster Prom style. The highlights are all very simple, like specular highlights, simplified. It would show up even more if I had done shading for this one, but which I did do a little bit, as you'll see, but not very intense. But I kind of like how it turned out with these really simple highlights. It's very cute. Add a little bit of blush to some of the areas of the skin. It's like a peachy pinky color. And then there I am adding just a little bit of shadow. And this piece is pretty much done. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry I rambled a little bit there, but if you liked it, please make sure to go down below, hit subscribe if you haven't already, leave a like and a comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.